weather outside. What's a dump on the vibe? Yeah? What are you here for?
Oh, talk about it.
Vibe. I get that. I'm trying to push it, but it's disgusting. Get the dark combo going. Hey, what's your name if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that's a cool name. That's a cool name. I'll go like Michelangelo. I'll go like Michael Keaton. Just Michael. Just Michael. Just Michael. Nice to meet you, just Michael. So what do you like to do?
Nothing.
Gaming, music, drugs, alcohol, ladies. Yeah, I used to be like that too. Used to. Used to. I just toned it down, you know. After going through this, roller coaster of traumas, I just thought like, play down. I just got some shit going on, you know how they say men can't just talk freely about their feelings, but this is too damn traumatizing for me. I don't know how I can handle it on my own. You can't go to your homeboy and then your homeboy's just gonna make fun of you. Fuck that, man. I'm fucking traumatized. Can't all just inhale coke, inject it all the time. You gotta find some way of finding, an outlet to your stress, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I find photography quite relaxing, to be honest. It's like my cup of tea. Hey, do you want a mod of mine for my photo shoot?
What kind of photo shoot is it?
Just like some small model, just capture. Well, capture.
Number 32. You have one unheard message. First unheard message sent yesterday at 7:15 p.m.
Hey Michael, it's me, Ja. Don't worry about how I got your number, it doesn't matter. But since you said you were interested in modeling for my photos, we can meet up tomorrow at Kings Park at 2:30. We can take some photos and talk if you want. Hope you're doing good, bro. And hopefully I see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Message deleted. End of messages. Check erased messages. Press 1-9.
Hi,
How's it going?
not too bad, you?
It could be better.
You good?
Yeah, I'll be fine. It's not a big deal.
So you don't want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Huh?
So, where are we taking pictures?
Still looking around, Some things can't be rushed, Yeah.
Do you know, when we'll be taking the pictures?
Not really. I'll know when it happens, It's one of those things where you know as you go along, Not something that just pops out right off the kazoo. I can't. I got a eureka.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So what are you taking in school?
I don't know, I'm not really decided. I'm just kind of taking classes to kind of figure out what I want to do,
I get that. I'm the same way. It's either between science and the arts. Science is more because of my parents, and then arts is more because of me, my passion,
Yeah. What do your parents want you to be?
They want me to follow in the line of work like my uncle. He want me to be like either a doctor or a businessman, something in the math or science field. But I really want that because it's not something I see myself enjoying, Say photography. I like taking pictures. It makes me really happy, If I keep going at this pace, who knows, maybe I'll be taking big photos for modeling and all that stuff for big brands, Louis, Prada, who knows? I know, kind of sounds far-fetched going right into the big leagues, but gotta start from somewhere,
Don't you think maybe your parents want you to take the more kind of safer option, or?
Yeah, I get that. Safer is better, but also it's very competitive, in that field. Yeah, you're more likely to get a job and all that, but it's something that will take so much time away from you.
Yeah.
You're giving 95% to work and 2% to yourself. The other 3% is you just trying to hold yourself together.
What do your parents do?
My mom is an anatomical physicist and my dad is a pediatrician. Yeah.
I mean, are they enjoying their?
I mean, well, since I'm alive and well, I guess they're enjoying their careers. But for me, I don't think I see myself enjoying that kind of thing, you know? I like seeing, like, having new stimuli every now and then, not just seeing the same scenery for like 10, 15 years, you know?
Well,
It can get really depressing sometimes.
yeah, but don't you think like you owe it to your parents to like try and?
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna try. It's just that I just don't wanna do it because my parents told me to do it. I wanna do it because it's something I wanna strive for, you know? I can still do this. And then maybe later in the future, if I feel like I wanna go back to school and see something in the science or math field, I will. But for now, I don't think I see myself doing anything like that. I wanna do something for me, you know? I don't wanna be like my aunties and my cousins, so it's like they didn't have a choice. Most of them have all gone into science fields, you know. And most of them had such great hobbies, athletics, music, all that stuff. But they just, it's like they didn't have a choice, you know? I don't feel like I don't have a choice. Like I'm just here to fulfill somebody's last dream or just to be somebody's protege from birth, you know? I live life a little bit, you know? I'm also human. I want to try new things. I want to see what makes me happy. And if that's photography, then I'll do what makes me happy. If I think science or anything in the science or math field will be more suitable as a backup, then I will try. But for now, I don't think I want to just do it because my parents are telling me or because I have an obligation to, you know? What about your parents? Your dad? So it's just you and your mom? No, I'm sorry, man.
No, it's okay.
So who are you staying with?
Right now, it's just me, my mom's place by myself. Kind of just waiting until it expires their lease, and then I don't know.
I'm sorry for asking, man. I don't know.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
Hey, if you need a place, I got an extra room.
I appreciate that, and I might take you up on it.
I don't charge much for that. You know, just 300, 500 a month. Not much, you know?
Well,
We brothers gotta stick together, you know?
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
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 I remember this one time. It's just me and this hipster friend of mine. I don't know if I was high or something. I was down in the dumps that day. Don't know why. Something happened. I was just really low. And I would just go to her, get stoned, and get her like a hipster advice. And that day, for some reason, I don't know if I was just gardening too hard or I just hit a little too much, but for some reason, what she said actually stuck. Even though I wasn't there, but I was there, you know what I mean? Like, I was just so calm after she started talking, which is weird.
What'd she say?
Something about the light. Talks in metaphors sometimes, so it's kind of hard to follow. But she was kind of correlating light with how light affects every aspect of life, nature, human, even in the deepest depths of the sea. There's always an animal that has a light to find its way. And she was using that metaphorically to imply that, I guess in a way she's just trying to sell There's always light at the end of the tunnel, but in a more sophisticated manner. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I get. Do you think that like I can get her number or something?
yeah, no problem. I think I have your number. Let me check. Oh shit! Look at the time.
Oh,
I gotta race home and go pick up my sister from daycare, but I'll text you a number and you guys can.
that sounds good to me.
Hello,
Who are you?
my name is Michael.
Why do you come?
I wanna see the light.
What do you know about the light?
My friend and we were hanging out. He was kind of talking about what he was going through, and that he said that he saw the light. He went to talk to you, and it like made him find his purpose. And I was just wondering if you can maybe help me find mine too.
Is this what you lack? Purpose in life?
Kind of. I don't know what I lack, to be honest. Just want to get better.
So then why do you need to see the light?
I want to kill my illness. For good.
Is it a physical illness or is it mental?
It's mental.
When did this illness start?
It started when I was a kid.
Has the illness gotten worse?
Yes. I don't really like talking about it.
May I ask why?
I lost both my parents.
At the same time?
No, a couple years apart.
How did it happen?
I guess this started when I was born. You know, in my whole life, I knew I had this. You know, as a kid, I felt it was tough for me to concentrate. It was tough for me to focus. It was tough for me to hold on to a single thought without my mind just racing to the next thought. And I just knew from an early age that my mind and
my spirit or whatever you want to call it was different from others, but I didn't really know if it was a good type of different or bad. And then when I got set up with a counselor at school and they gave me medication, I kind of just assumed that what I had was a bad thing and the meds were supposed to help me, but it never really felt like that. I felt more that they were trying to suppress who I truly was, because who I truly was wrong. And this is the person I needed to be, but not who I am. So, when I was a little older, I stopped taking them and learned kind of how to, not control it, but, live with it, because that's the thing that most people say, is that once you learn how to live with it, you're all good. And for the longest time, I thought I knew how to live with it until everything kind of happened. My dad, he died of a heart disease that we didn't even knew he had. I remember the last time I saw him, he was in the hospital bed, and my mom wasn't in the room. She left to go get something or to go somewhere, and he told me that I needed to take care of my mom and that I needed to protect her, not only from just in general, but from herself, because he knew that my mom had this illness as well, and he knew how bad it can get when stuff like this happens. So he told me to do that, and at the time I said yes, I would, because not only is it the most obvious thing to do, but it's the right thing to do, and that's how I was raised, was to always do the right thing no matter how hard it is. You always have to do the right thing. So I took it upon myself to take care of her, but I also didn't really think about how it would affect me. As soon as it happened, everything just felt like not okay. Every time I saw my mom, she was just different from how she was. I mean, growing up, my mom was the most caring, most kind, most generous person in the world. And now she was cold, distant, like behind her eyes, there was just nothing. I didn't even know who it was anymore. It was a completely different person. Every time I would come home, I was just reminded of my family and how it's never gonna come back. So I did everything I could to stay away from that house. I went on long walks, or I went to a friend's house for a couple of days just to distance myself from it, because I just couldn't handle it. And I put myself in front of her, and I just remember coming home one day, and as soon as I walked in the door, I just knew something was wrong. I went into her room, and she was just there hanging. I remember that moment and that feeling so vividly, because ever since that happened, I feel that every single day. The pain and the realization of losing them is something that I get reminded of every single time. Like, I almost feel like this thing is just preys on me, and I just can't escape it anymore. I've tried everything. I knew it was a possibility, but I didn't think it was gonna happen. Ever since then, it's just been this downward spiral of trying to escape this. It's scary knowing that I have the same illness that she has, and what it did to her, and what it's doing to me. And it just feels like there's no escape from it. It feels like it's just torturing me and trying to get me to do the same thing that she did. That's why I want to see the light. Can you help me?
I remember the day I saw the light, the peace, the silence. It was everything I wanted. I wanted to free myself from the suffering, the abuse and pain. I wanted to free myself from myself. The light allowed me to finally be free. For my whole life, I've been caged up and abused by this illness that I've been told all my life that I can never get rid of. But then the light freed me. No more do I feel like I'm never enough. No more do I feel like I'm too weak and pathetic. I feel free from my own mind and my own thoughts that have been torturing me since the day I could remember. I always wanted to feel this free. I always wanted to feel this happy. All because I gave my life and my soul to the light. It showed me that there is a utopia. A place where the problems of the world don't exist. A place where worries and adversity and stress die. It's a place of freedom. Before I lost everything, I had everything. I had a family. I had love and support. I even felt like I was finally able to enjoy life without convincing myself that it was all going to end. But it did. It's a place of silence. It's a place of refuge from the darkness of the mind that constantly tries to take over your soul, your body, and your life. I never thought I could ever feel this free. I never knew silence could be this quiet. I never thought that I lost my family. I couldn't even look at my son because I didn't want him to see his mother as weak and pathetic. I spent every day of my life trying to run away from it all. I spent every day wishing that I had my life back. I spent every day trying to chase the happiness that has kept me going when I needed it most. So when the dust settled and I realized what I lost is gone for good, it started to take over. At first it was more than a passive thought. Like it would cross my mind and I would think about it. And then it slowly became an obsession. I never knew silence could be this quiet. I never knew what this light should exist in the world. I just never thought it would possible with the illness I have. No matter what I did, I never escaped. It always follows me around and tormented me. I just want to be able to live my life without feeling that I was growing away.
Flesh and blood, kill ourselves.
escape it. It would always follow me around, tormenting me. I just want to be able to live my life without feeling that I was cursed. I saw the light, and I gave myself to it. My mind, my body, my soul. It all belongs to the light. Give yourself to the light, so you can finally be free.
Hey Michael, it's me again. I know you haven't been responding to my texts, and that's okay. I don't want to bother you with or annoy you or anything. I just want to reach out to you and see how you're doing. I can't say I understand what you're going through because people go through stuff differently, but I've been in your position before for a while. I lost my way. I was in a dark place where I lost some people who were really close to me, and I felt alone. The hardest thing about losing the people closest to you is that you lose the people you talk to when you go through stuff like this. It's a long story on why I lost them, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter what they did because you can only control what you can control, you know what I'm saying? And the decisions that you make are the ones that define you. Not gonna lie, for a while I felt my back was against the wall and I had nowhere else to go. That's why I found the light, but it took me a while to understand that, you know what I'm saying? What the light means, you know? Think of my trauma or mental illness as a scar. Over time they fade away, but they will always be with you, and they will never define you unless you let them. Sounds crazy, you know? But it may not feel like it, but when we go through stuff like this, it gives us power. It gives us energy, you know what I'm saying? But it's not what we go through that makes us who we are. It's what we do after we've gone through it that determines what type of person we are. You can use your own energy to destroy and make people feel the pain you feel and bring people down with you. Or you can rise above all and use your pain and trauma for something good. Life is a very complex thing, and not everyone has the opportunities that everyone else does. But my guy, if you focus on being true to yourself and being true to your values, and most importantly, trying your best to become the best person you can be, life's gonna give you blessings. That to me is what the light is. It's just trying your best to be the best version of you, no matter what happens. I mean, it's okay, you don't want to talk anymore, or you want to go through this journey in your own way. But just know I'm willing to be there for you and to help you. You're my G. And even have a room for you, so somewhere you can sleep if you wanna be with somebody. I hope you're still safe, bud, and please text me if you need anything. Goodbye. I hope to hear from you again. Peace out. This is Ja.